Oh, say does.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Coaching staffs, Clark, have certainly grown since your time in the league. Do you think that can lead to too many voices in the locker room?
I really don't think that's an issue, Kevin, because no matter how many coaches you have, typically they are all in sync, and the head coach has usually put his staff together, and therefore they're moving in the same direction.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. At the guard positions, Van Fleet and Green. Howard is out there with Yao, and it's Barrett at the three, the small forward. Now, here's Barrett. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. 6 to shoot. Yao with a screen on Morant. Deflects the pass. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Gasol, a screen on Van Vliet. Gay in the corner. Pass to Scott. Driving in. And he gets the bucket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Van Vliet passes to Yao. Green with the ball. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Green getting very aggressive on the perimeter and really good concentration as he focused on his shot.
Scott can't get it to go. Down low, here's Howard, and it's blocked by Scott. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Jackson, a screen on Van Vliet. It's Morant with the drive, and stolen by Howard. Morant against Van Vliet. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Howard. Second chance shot. Rejected by Gasol.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
Jackson, a screen on Green. Here's Scott, and finished off by Scott.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
Now let's go to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Taylor Jenkins.
So we started to talk about R.J. Barrett. Coach complimented him, saying he's got great energy, a great build, and he knows how to score. So I'm telling the guys to stick to him like glue and just keep the pressure on. We'll see if that high-pressure defense can shut Barrett down tonight. Devin?
Thank you, David. And so it's Houston with it. Grizzlies making the shot. And that one, good.
Yeah, this is why they get Yao the ball inside. He's basically unguardable this close to the rim.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
The Rockets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
And they were one of the NBA's top 5 fast break teams. Not many were better on the break than this group.
And you just mentioned it. What a year it was for them on the glass. The sheer effort and energy they put into their rebounding was tremendous. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Morant kicks to Scott. Drops in the layup for 2. Scott's got 6. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Houston. They trail by 1. Pass to Howard. To the inside. Now against Gasol. Now in the post. It's rebounded by Gasol. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Scott, good.
Well, Morant's acrobatics often get the attention, but his passing is also elite.
Inside. And it's Yao. That time the assist from Van Vliet. 6 points for Yao. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Gay in the corner. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, it's important for Gay to be able to finish in traffic. I mean, he's so much better when he shows some physicality and toughness.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Amen Thompson.
He has become all kinds of mean at the defensive end. His blocks have come way up these past few months, and that tells you about the kind of intensity and drive he's been playing with.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
And what a basket by Barrett, looking unafraid to take on these difficult challenges down low.
GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame. He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Rockets trail by 3. Here's Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
And these dunk attempts are just too easy for Howard. All he has to do is rise up, and he's golden.
Jackson, a screen on Van Vliet. Morant passes to Scott. He takes it in, and he just jams it right over Dwight Howard. Oh, my goodness.
How about the style with that one?
You can't pull off a slam like that without at least a little bit of flair, huh?
Silky smooth.
Are you kidding me? I mean, he's got a whole lot more than a little bit. He's all about a little bit of extra flavor when he goes to work.
Green against Scott. Out to the right wing. And here's Morant. Last time out, he had 44 points. On the wing, Jackson. Clock at 4. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Scott can't get it to go. Rockets trail by 3. Outside, Green. Castellano. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And this is where the size of Ming is just too much. I have to foul him when he's that close.
Thompson, he's checked in for Houston. Both good from the line that time. And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time. Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Now, here's Scott. He's got 12. Doubled by Howard. Scott finds Jackson. Great D that time from Howard.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball together. They were all over.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call. Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing. Went to rise up and swat that one away.
And the Rockets making a change here. Beverly's checked in.
And this is the time now where the officials can...
The previous play is
original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
For just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game continues on.
Barrett against Gay. Barrett, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
And, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Houston. It's a 3-point game. Back to Yao. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Barrett. He's off on that one. Some solid defense from Gay. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Gasol, a screen on Barrett. Barrett against Gay. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on R.J. Barrett.
Boy, Rudy Gay is a multi-talented and gifted athlete. I mean, he's an excellent shooter, a versatile defender, continues to play at a high level.
And so here is Houston, trailing by 5. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Grizzlies. That one was played in Memphis.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And finished off by Scott.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Looking at Memphis, they want to turn it around after the loss to Cleveland. Here's Barrett. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Boy, Yao used all of his body there setting that screen.
Gasol, a screen on Beverly. And finished off by Morant.
And the agility, the hops. Morant just explodes off the floor.
Rockets trail by 6. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, with the Grizzlies' injuries last season, there was a lot put on Jaren Jackson Jr.'s plate. Coach Taylor Jenkins says he loves the challenge and the growth opportunity. Jackson said, you always work on everything. You work on your game because you love it. And if you get a chance to use it, great. Kevin, back to you.
And he's always working on his game. All right, David, we thank you for that report. And so it's Houston with it. Beverly, the pass to Yao. Barrett against Gay. Fires the three. And R.J. Barrett hits from deep. Barrett's got 8.
The decision-making of Barrett continuing to improve. I love when he's decisive like this.
Greg, with how explosive John Moran is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Put that one on the highlight reel. Gay throwing it down with authority.
It's trailed by 5. Pass to Beverly. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one's on Morant.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Şengün's checked in for Yao. Smith comes in for Howard. And it's Green and for Barrett.
What agility there. Look how quick Jackson moves after setting the screen. Perfect execution.
Morant against Beverly. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Thompson. Gasol pulls it in. Gasol's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Scott. Kept alive. Gay outside. Jackson a screen on Thompson. It's Gay with the drive. A second chance effort. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
From deep three-point territory. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Grizzlies.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Rockets trail by 6. Santi Aldama is out there with Scott. Then there's Desmond Bain. Then it's Pippen. And it's Edey in at the center position. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Smith sets the pick for Eason. And it's blocked by Scott. Up top, Pippen. There's a screen by Aldama. To the paint. Smith with the defensive effort. The Rockets shooting reasonably well, 45%. Eason. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Eason's got his first bucket of the night.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Scott. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Fred VanVleet is checked in for Smith. Green against Bain, and it's Green missing.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Here's Bain. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And the strength of Bain helps him on the bounce.
Rockets trail by 8. Green taking his time here. Over Bain. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Green's got 5. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Pippen against VanVleet. To the middle. Here's Aldama. Easton grabs the board. Rockets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. VanVleet passes to Şengün. Oh, that's blocked. Şengün against Pippen. Pass to Edey. That falls nicely on the feed that time from Pippen. Edey's got the lead up to 8 now for Memphis. And it's VanVleet with the ball for Houston. And we got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
A moment to check out the numbers for Fred VanVleet. He's coming off an excellent season, and he ended up in the top 15 in steals as well. Some of the quickest hands in the league.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everyone involved. And the wide open shot from Green. Buries it from 3-point range. He's got 8.
Green lethal off the catch. Good rhythm on that play.
Scott against Green. Outside for Pippen. Over to the wing. Here's Aldama. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
VanVleet deciding where to go with it. Pass to Şengün. Some nice passing there by Houston. Nice move. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from VanVleet.
VanVleet, for his size, is pretty tricky.
A drive by Scott. A kick out to Bain. And stolen by Thompson. Driving to the basket. And here's Green outside. And it's blocked by Scott. That's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
Houston making a switch here. Yow's checked back in. Memphis on defense, leading by 5. Yao with a screen on Pippen. Here's VanVleet. Knocked away. And Yao slams it in.
And this is why Yao Ming is an all-star caliber talent, because of that ability to just dominate offensively.
There's a screen by Aldama. Pippen, the pass to Aldama. And the layup's good off the glass. Aldama's got 4 points this quarter.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
For 3, VanVleet. Edey with the rebound.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Bain against Green. Here's the three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Scott with the ball. 16 points for him. Pass to Aldama. A kick out to Bain. Clock at 6. And Aldama slams it in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Easton passes to Thompson. Yao with a screen on Scott inside. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut to just 5 on the basket from Yao.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs it right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Outside, Bain, and stolen by Yao. Van Vliet with it. He's picked up by Pippen. Bain with the steal. Here's Scott. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Pass to Eason. Van Vliet sets the pick for Eason. Back to Van Vliet. Shot clock at 5. Here's Yao. He can't hit that time.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Scott inside, working on Green. Now, here's Pippen. Covered by Van Vliet to the inside. Rebound by Yao. Yao's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Green. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. Memphis leading by 7. Now Scott. He's got 18. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Memphis shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
Howard's checked in for Houston. Back to Van Vliet. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Clark, famously, Fred Van Vliet was undrafted. Why do you think he was overlooked?
Wow, I tell you, I think size. But, man, when you look at his intangibles, it's hard to not be impressed with what Fred Van Vliet has done. He is an incredible basketball player. Smart, tough, skilled, relentless. He's had a great career as an undrafted player.
Poked away and stolen by Howard. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 5 assists in the game. Memphis leading by 5. And here is Bain. Here he goes. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Scott. Scott against Thompson. Bobbed up there for Howard. And slammed in by Howard.
And Howard has great timing on these alley-oops. As long as the pass is spot on, he's clear for takeoff. Looking now at the numbers for Desmond Bain. Last season, he played outstanding. about 23 points a game last year, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Scott against Thompson. Drive by Scott, and then Scott slams it in.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. R.J. Barrett comes in for Tari Eason. And Jalen Green subbed in for Thompson. Pass to Howard. Green kicks to Barrett. The 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Aldama's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Scott against Green. Here's Edey. Howard with the steal. Van Vliet outside. Here's Yao. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside, Scott. That one finds the mark. It's the 10th time he's done that tonight on 14 shots.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Van Vliet with a screen on Bain. Green. Aldama with the rebound. Aldama's got his 5th rebound in this one. Van Vliet against Pippen. And it's Pippen slamming it down.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Van Vliet against Pippen. Onside Barrett. Back to Van Vliet. Now here's Howard. 6 points for him. Here's Yao. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And here's what the Rockets' schedule looks like. On Saturday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And looking at the matchup with the Heat, it's a good checkpoint to see how they fit. It's the 5th contest on the year for them and a chance to evaluate where they stand.
Van Vliet kicks to Barrett. 46 seconds left in the first half of the game. Shot clock at 6. Howard dishes to Barrett. Trying to end the drought. Nice D from Scott.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
The kick out to Bain. Stolen by Van Vliet. Lobbed up there for Howard. And Howard with the stuff.
Yeah, and Superman taking flight for the lob finish.
Scott with the ball. The baseline J. And it's Memphis with another.
And with the lead, I like the strategy. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working. And that's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We come back right after this.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Memphis Grizzlies.
When contributions off the bench make this big of an impact, it leaves the team feeling good. It's a morale builder, guys, in a good way.
Yeah, and you can see the difference in energy level, the activity level. They've been a step ahead the whole way.
And looking ahead, here's what's to come later on tonight in the NBA. The Nets out in Brooklyn will go up against the Celtics. That gets going at 6 p.m. Eastern.
This is the kind of game everyone tunes in for. Should be a good one.
I'm right there with you, getting the popcorn ready. Got some gummy bears for you. Got some, what else you want, Kenny?
Chocolate raisins.
Anything else, Shaq?
Chocolate chip cookies. How about some barbecue chicken?
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A-Train has been sensational.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
So on the floor for Houston. At the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. Yao is out there with Howard. And it's Barrett at the small forward. Gasol, a screen on Van Vliet. And finished up by Morant.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Van Vliet passes to Barrett. Howard setting the pick for Green. Over Scott. Here's Howard. And he makes good on the layup. Howard's got 4 this quarter.
Howard really brings it on the offensive glass, using that wide wingspan to come up with those loose balls.
And finished off by Scott.
Basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Rockets trail by 12. And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Grizzlies retired Marc Gasol's number 33 last season. You recall he moved to Memphis in his teens, watching his older brother Powell play for the Grizz. Marc said, I had a very unique perspective, that of a fan. I came back as a Grizzlies player. I carried that with me. Kevin, that pride certainly shows.
Pride's a great word to use. No question, D.A. Thank you. Van Vliet can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Jackson with the screen. Gay passes to Jackson. And they double up Jackson. Now against Gay. Drives to the hoop. And he banks in the layup. Gay's got 8 points.
So comfortable finishing on the move. It's very rare to see Gay off balance on his drives.
Van Vliet kicks to Yao. Barrett against Gay. Now, here's Barrett. Defense is right there. Over Gay. Barrett, no good. For Memphis, they've gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Moran finds Gasol, and Gasol with the dunk.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. He wants to talk to his guys. Now here, the 2K leaderboard with last season's top rebounding teams. The Rockets 4th.
Well, I tell you what, they never eased up on the boards throughout last season. I mean, they were tenacious. They persevered. They were aggressive. I mean, they went after the boards hard.
To the right side. Howard kicks to Van Vliet. Pass to Green. And here is Yao, defended by Gasol. Barrett for three. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession.
Man, one of the top 10 teams in our league in terms of points off turnovers. They recognize that the best time to attack is when the opponent is scattered all over the floor.
You talked about their steals, and defense really was a focus for them. They went out there with the goal of making things as uncomfortable as possible for their opponents.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Rockets trail by 20. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Gasol against Yao. Green breaking loose, and he makes that one. Yao's got 16 points. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on R.J. Barrett.
You got to stay physical and stay aggressive if you're Rudy Gay. Force the defense to make some mistakes.
GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well,
oh, my! Wow!
Vintage Howard right there, reminding us why he used to compete in the dunk contest.
Tried by Scott, and then jammed down as he goes right over Jalen Green.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Van Vliet passes to Howard over Jackson. Gasol pulls it in.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And Gay, just so difficult to guard. Skilled with his ability to shoot it and still explosive at attacking the rim.
Rockets trail by 21. And it's Barrett penetrated. And the rejection by Jackson.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Pass to Yao. Green against Scott. Now here's Green. Defense right on him. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Didn't seem like the defense was ready for Green inside that time. He came at him with a lot of energy and was able to draw the foul.
Both free throws good from Green. And the Grizzlies leading by 19. Gasol, a screen on Van Vliet. Morant kicks to Jackson. Outside, Scott, 5 to shoot. And it's Scott with the jam.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Van Vliet against Morant. Shoots. Nice form on the 20-footer. Van Vliet's got 6 points.
And the stroke of Van Vliet is so nice, proving once again why he's so valuable to this team.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the official.
Some changes for Memphis. Edey's checked in for Gasol. Santi Aldama comes in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Bain in for Rudy Gay. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Thompson's checked in. Howard setting the pick for Barrett. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And now a look at Jalen Green. A very nice season for him last year. He was around 19 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Pippen's checked in for Memphis. Down low, here's Aldama. It's rebounded by Houston.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
To the paint. Howard in the post. Guarded by Bain. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Hey, what else is new? Superman, Dwight Howard, taking challengers head on.
There's the pick. To the middle. Here's Edey. Down with the block. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Thompson against Scott. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And another thing, the defense didn't clog the lanes. They took full advantage with their ability to attack the paint on a lot of those possessions.
Yao with a screen on Bain. Puts it up from 17. The shot by Thompson, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 21. Here's Scott. And ooh, he just jams it right over Dwight Howard. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum-level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Pippen. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Pass to Howard. Thompson with it. Now defended by Bain. Blocked again. Here's Pippen. Here's the screen. Down low. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Dwight Howard.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Tari Eason's checked in for Dwight Howard.
2 shots.
And he can't hit the second. Guys, nothing has really come easy for him today.
Yeah, definitely not their best basketball.
Memphis leading by 21. Outside, Scott. It's rebounded by Houston. Yao's got 11 rebounds in the game. Green against Pippen. Pass to Yao. Shoots over Scott, and it's blocked by Scott. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. There's a screen. Inside. That shot off. Good work defensively by Yao. Green against Pippen. Here's Eason. It's rebounded by Memphis. Aldama's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Scott, and finished off by Scott.
Yeah, Bain has really good passing instinct. He can spot those gaps in the defense.
Here's Green. He's got 10. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bain seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the drive and kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Barrett against Bain, driving the lane, and a strong finish with 2 hands.
And don't sleep on Bain's ability to go right to the rack. That'll happen more often than not.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Eason. Barrett setting a pick for Eason. To the inside. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Aldama. Here's Heaney. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year. The Grizzlies 4th.
They've got a number of guys that can deny you when you take that ball inside. That's why they're one of the best shot blocking teams in the league. At least they were last year, because they worked well together and they made it a priority.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Şengün's checked in for Yao. And Smith's subbed in for R.J. Barrett. Here's Green. Good on the baseline, Jay. Green's got 15 points.
You know, with his quickness, he's already good at creating separation for his shot. And we know he doesn't need much room to get his shot off either.
Leading, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Green inside, Pippen on him, and the turnover again by Houston.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
And the Rockets making a change here. Brooks checked in. It's Pippen with the drive. Here's Heaney. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Pippen's got 3 assists tonight.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Here's Green, and it's Green sliding it down.
Once he takes flight, Green can make some incredible moves in the air.
And for Memphis, they're shooting the ball with incredible accuracy. 68% so far. Tied by Scott, and finished off by Scott.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Green, no luck. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Pippen against Green. Pippen outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
First personal foul.
First free throw is good.
At the line for 2.
He hits both from the stripe. Green in the high post. That's tipped. 1 second left. The shot. No good. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action in just a minute. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Jackson is out there with Marc Gasol. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then there's Scott. And it's Morant in a point. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Scott against Thompson. Down low. Here's Yao. That's in. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, when Yao cuts like this, you got to try to get in front of him and impede his progress. Beautiful execution in the pick and roll there.
Gay passes to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Just make sure you keep getting him touches. I mean, you love what he's doing at the offensive end. Don't go away from it.
For 3, Van Vliet. Rebounded by Jackson. The Grizzlies shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Gasol, a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Morant. And finished up by Morant.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston. Yao with a screen on Morant. Van Vliet against Morant. Van Vliet passes to Thompson. And stolen by Scott. Gay in the corner. Launches a 3. And then Scott slams it in.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Here's Brooks. And the layup is good.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Gay against Brooks. Gay left side. And finished off by Gay.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Here's Van Vliet. Again, the Rockets score.
And I like Van Vliet's shot selection. Terrific at looking to score when he sees the opportunity.
Gasol, a screen on Van Vliet. Here's Morant. Oh, wow, man.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. For 3, Van Vliet nailed from three-point land.
3 points.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
Pass to Jackson. Goes back up, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Thompson.
And this is where Jackson feasts. And at times, he's just too overwhelming for the D, which results in the foul.
Now for over a decade, Clark, we've been in the player empowerment era. And it's generally been, I think, a positive for the NBA.
Yeah, I can't agree with you more in that regard. The players are the drivers of the league. They're the personalities. They're the visibility. They're the doers, the talented performers of a league that entertains globally. So they deserve more money and influence, and I think they've gotten both. Now, there are a few players that have kind of exploited that in a way that I don't think is most healthy by forcing trades, but I think it's a good thing overall.
For Houston, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll. Here's Yao. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second person.
They get Marc Gasol.
You know, he's such a huge figure from a cultural standpoint. Yao is also someone teammates love playing with because of that easygoing personality.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Yeah, you know what? And I think they've just got to keep on keeping on. Keep drawing contact, attacking, getting to the line. That will certainly give them a chance to get back into the game.
Van Vliet against Morant for the three. The Rockets with another miss.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Barrett against Gay. Into the lane. And then Gay with the dunk.
Rudy Gay, still a high flyer with tremendous athleticism. You can't let him get going downhill.
Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Here's Van Vliet. And it's Gay with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in him.
Pass to Eason. Gay against Barrett. Clark, I've always heard that every team when on the road will have a team dinner.
You know, that's typically a practice that most teams employ, and those dinners are memorable, especially if the food is good. But more than the food, I think, is the camaraderie and the bonding that takes place when you break bread together, coaches and players.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Van Vliet's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Rockets. Jackson, a screen on Van Vliet. And stolen by Yao. And here we go. Fast break. Van Vliet's got it. Inside, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Come on, man. How do you even guard Yao Ming? No wonder he draws so many fouls. This dude is skilled and humongous.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Edey's checked in for Gasol. Jackson comes in for Jaren Jackson. Baines checked in for Rudy Gay. And Pippen subbed in for John Morant. And then for Houston, Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Thompson. And Jalen Green subbed in for Fred Van Vliet.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Green against Pippen. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Really good body control by Green. He's able to adjust off the contact and do so at a really high level.
There's the pick. It's Pippen with the drive, and he lays it straight in.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Howard finds Eason, and there's the call on Yao. That is his first foul of the game. Fred Van Vliet is checked in for Houston.
Substitution for the Rockets.
Memphis with the ball.
Fred Van Vliet.
Jackson, a screen on Van Vliet. Pippen with it, and it's Howard picking him up, and it's sent back by Howard.
Excellent timing by Howard. He knows exactly when to jump to deny shot attempts.
Outside, Scott. And there's the call on A-Train. That's his third foul of the game.
You know, he's got to take care of the ball much better than he has been. By himself, he's accounted for 4 turnovers. That's way too many.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, A-Train.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. There's the 3, and again.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know what? Still a consistent double-double threat every game is Howard, wanting to prove how valuable he is.
And he makes the first but misses the second. And over the last few years, Clark, we have seen an explosion of talent from Canada.
Tell you what, you go back to the mid-2000s, Steve Nash is winning those back-to-back MVPs. That's certainly part of it, but I really think a generation of players picked up the game, seeing guys like Steve Nash, and then the influx of great Canadian collegiate players going on to NBA success has certainly continued to keep that pipeline going.
And Vliet with a screen on Scott. Pass to Howard. Now here is Yao. From outside the arc. That shot missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Jackson down low. Started by Howard. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. It's good. That's now 22 points for Jalen Green.
Sometimes Green just makes it look so easy.
Barrett against Bain. To the middle. Here's Jackson. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 7 rebounds in the game. Van Vliet outside. Yao with a screen on Pippen. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Now here is Yao. He's guarded closely. Scott pulls it in. Scott's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And Clark, if you look at the NBA's draft combine, prospects now required to participate in drills and in other testing to be eligible for selection.
I like that, Kevin. I really do. I mean, it's part of being a professional. You can't just opt out of things because your agent says you should or you don't feel like it. This is a professional business, so there should be some standards and accountability. And I think it goes hand in hand with the push for parity.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, drink. Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
Now a timeout called by Houston. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Barrett. Green kicks to Barrett. Pass to Howard. Now Yao. Outside Barrett. Howard with a screen on Scott. 4 on the clock. Here's Barrett. Nice shot from the wing.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Grizzlies.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for A-Train.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Clark, when you played, virtually every team had an enforcer. But that is a rare breed, it seems, in today's game.
Yeah, that's a good observation by you, I think, Kevin. I mean, a lot of teams had more than one enforcer back in the early 80s when I was playing. There's less physicality in general in the NBA today. I think that's why you see fewer enforcers, and there's a much greater premium on skill level than the enforcement component that existed in the early 80s and maybe a little beyond that.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Van Vliet wide open. They kick it out to Green. Lets it go with a three. And the three ball is good.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Heaney. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Howard with the stuff.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
Look out!
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, John. The bench was huge tonight. They came through. How big was their performance?
That just shows you that whoever's coming in the game, just be ready. We got the next man up. When your number is called, just be ready to play. Help us win ball games.
Well, they did that tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, A-Train.